to really get inducted and introduced into Africa, I should start with Ghana.
100%.
So they didn't lie.
They actually didn't
lie. Yeah. Both fruits.
Oh my gosh.
I think we will get along. That's like one of my favorite things.
Gosh.
The gap between the rich and the poor, it just widens each and every single day.
Like you said, that's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Well,
It's true.
How y'all work over here and how y'all still got a smile on your face.
If you don't smile, you cry. So you have to smile. That's literally what we say. Like, if you don't smile, you cry. So you have to smile.
I always say this: the grass is green where you water it. And so it's like Ghana could be that place
But
if you
Ghana,
water.
the water is not really running.
And so they honestly thought I was living with my girlfriend at the time. But my girlfriend had another man. Here's the roles that I believe that men should have and women should have. Whatever works for the home. I would want to talk to Diddy right now.
Okay.
Just to see like what's going through your head right now, my guy. And there's parts of Ghana it's like, this is Hollywood. And I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, what's up? I mean, the ladies are beautiful here.
Oh yeah. Facts.
I'm sitting here like, what's going on over here? This is not what we seeing in America. I'm coming back in December.
Stay by plan, across, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan.
Perception is everything. People are not just buying products or signing up for services. They're here for a story, they're here for a vibe, they're here for experience, a connection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, you need to have a website that does more than just look good.
Yeah, like us. We do more than look good.
Exactly, because Bear Connect has your back.
That's right. Bear Connect has your back.
Yes, and with Bear Connect, you can literally launch your website, you can have an online store, you can share your blog posts, and you can share your podcast, guys. The list goes on and on and on.
It's a lot. And they have built-in AI to help you. Customizable templates. See, anything you want on Bear Connect, you can get it done. The AI is there to help you. And
Futuristic.
Yes, and if the AI is helping, the human beings crowd will come and help you, guys. Bear Connect. We use Bear Connect. StayByPlanPod.com.
Exactly, actually,
Yes.
we do use Bear Connect, and I think that's been like one of the best business decisions we ever made.
That's right.
Because we sell our merch there, we do everything there, we sell our tickets there, and yeah, everybody should head on to Bear Connect. And you know, with Stay by Plan, we always stay by plan. So you can use our discount code to get 10% off your next service. So head on to bearconnect.com. Don't say you didn't hear it here first.
Yeah, 10% is a lot. So please, move fast. It doesn't last forever. So yes, let's get back to the episode.
Bye.
Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Stay by Plan, the best podcast in the world.
I don't know about that.
The world.
I don't know about that.
And we're at Skate Multimedia Studios and we're having an amazing time. So let's get into this conversation.
I'm definitely laughing at y'all.
Why you think your podcast is the best?
Yeah, I was
podcast?
about to say, you said in the world.
Yeah.
I think in Ghana.
No.
You know what? In Africa. Hold on. Y'all got to be number 2, bro.
Yeah, you can be 2. Yeah.
Oh,
We're number 1, yeah.
Okay. I respect. I'm in y'all house today. I got you. When y'all don't mind, y'all gonna give me that same respect. Who gonna be number 1 on my show?
It's still us.
Still us.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, so we are so excited to have you here. But before that, we want to say thank you to every single person who voted for us for the Pulse Influencer Awards. And now we have 2 awards. Thanks to you guys.
Back-to-back winners.
That's why we're the best.
Y'all.
That's why we're the best.
Yeah, we have two awards. Thank you guys. Thank you, Pauls.
I love it.
Yeah, we
Smells
love you
like
guys.
success.
Does Pause do the world too, or just Africa?
Yeah, I saw your name in the nominees, but you didn't win. Sorry.
Oh!
Maybe next year.
Got it.
Okay, so for everybody who is wondering who is speaking all American up in here and who we are speaking to,
Yes.
we are talking to Anthony O'Neill. He is like, do you want to introduce yourself?
No, y'all go ahead. It's your show.
Okay, from my understanding, I've been following you on Instagram for a while.
Yeah.
And he basically gives financial advice, relationship advice, and he also sprinkles a little bit of faith in there. So I just find it very interesting to watch. And we have so many questions for you, especially since the financial environment in America is completely different from that of Ghana and
So
Africa.
different.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to pick your mind on that.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So, but before that,
Before that,
we know that now you're called Akwesi, right?
see.
Yes. Sunday.
Yeah, Akwesi, how are
Yes,
you?
Akwesi.
It's the same.
Wait. Say it again.
It's a saying.
It's a saying. What's that mean?
How are you? You've
Oh!
not done your classes.
saying.
Okay, what?
Y'all got to take me to school. My team has been doing all the talking. I haven't been catching it.
Okay, so the answer is a mihunye.
So,
It's a saying.
it's a saying.
Yes. So I'll ask you it's a saying, and then you say mihunye.
Mehonye.
Yeah, that means I'm fine.
Means, yeah. How are you? I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah, basically that.
Bet. Let's do it again.
Okay, so Akwesi fine. It's a saying.
Mehonye.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Already
See,
getting
see,
it.
see,
Yeah.
I'm
Good job.
Okay, Mehonye. Mehonye.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah. So who gave you the name? Who gave you Akwesi?
Where did we get that name from, y'all? Where was it from? I forgot where we went. Where did we go, Jay? Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
was like a random guy who was like, "Oh, you're born on Sunday." Your name
Oh, you went for like a whole ceremony.
We did a whole ceremony.
Oh,
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
man. What's playing me, man? No, I'm serious.
Don't do that.
I really wanted to do that. One of my big sisters, AJ Johnson, who's a big actress, she is over here often, and she was telling me, "Hey, you really need to go and get the ceremony to get your name." And man, I've been wanting to come over here for a while just to learn more about my people, my heritage, my culture, and my ancestors. And so to be able to bring part of my team with me and a bunch of other people with me, and that was one thing that we really wanted to. So Akwasi is officially my name. I changed it on Instagram.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So
You saw it?
congratulations. Yeah.
Yes. And so now I will be going by Anthony Akwasi O'Neal.
Oh, that's nice. Welcome to the family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wait, what's yours?
Kwame.
Kwame, and
Saturday.
you are
Afi
Afi.
Friday.
You
Like
said,
if
yeah.
yeah.
Friday. Sundays are the best, though. So y'all know that.
Okay, sure, but we're still the best
Agree to
podcast. It's
disagree.
fine.
But
So
yeah,
I mean, why Ghana? Right?
Ghana, yes.
Did you trace your heritage to Ghana, or it just felt right to come to Ghana within the whole of Africa?
No. So I do have some of my ancestors are from the Ghana area. But then I just heard, man, to really get inducted and introduced into Africa, I should start with Ghana.
100%.
Yeah, they didn't
It was a
lie.
two-part.
They actually
They didn't lie. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the place to be. Yeah,
This is.
you came to the right place.
Hey, man, I felt like it. And I can't wait to come back in December to have some fun on that trip.
Yeah.
That's the best time.
Yeah, I think it was really good that you came before December to see how the country is
Yeah.
before, because December is completely
It's
different.
different.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
different.
and I think you've experienced like the real authentic feeling of the country. It's calm, it's cool, everybody's friendly.
Yeah.
But yeah, December is a little bit more boisterous. So
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone here is honestly a lot different than what I thought. Like very friendly, very open, and I've seen a little bit of everything. I mean, we've eaten at a 5-star, what we would call a 5-star restaurant in America, and we had the side of street stuff, and I was like, wow, this is like you really get a little bit of everything in Ghana.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's not just what we see on TV in America, which I'm a little disappointed that we don't see a lot of different things. But I'm very honored and just really grateful that I was able to come here and experience it. My team turned me on to, how do I say it, y'all? The boss, the buff.
Both fruits.
both fruits.
Oh my gosh.
I think we will get along. That's like one of my favorite
Oh my
things.
gosh.
They sell some like literally at the junction here. It's the best one. I can buy like 10.
Oh my
It's stuck in
gosh.
the fridge.
My show producer, Michelle, and her mom and our team was ordering them. And they just brought them on, the bus. And I was like, what is that? Man. I said, I am just in love with Ghana. Y'all have a beautiful experience here, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're trying to enjoy it.
Trying.
Trying to. It's not
Right,
easy
it's
to
not-
enjoy it,
yeah.
but we're trying to enjoy it. I mean, there's so many things that we see every day that we take for granted that you are appreciating. For example, like she said, it's on every junction. So like, it's normal
Right.
to us.
To y'all.
But like I was saying, Ghana I feel like it's going through sort of a difficult time economically.
Okay.
People are feeling it in their pockets.
I think that's the world, though.
That's the
That's the
Because
world,
we're
yeah.
feeling it in America in
True.
our pockets, too.
true, yeah. But
I think we're feeling a little bit more because it's kind of deep in the sense that indirectly everything that we do is pegged to the dollar.
Okay.
And then the more the
Yeah.
dollar rate goes up, it affects fuel prices, affects everything. And then we see that everything is going up but people's salaries.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's very tough for us. And Charlie, when I just think about it, I'm just stressed.
No. I
And
feel
then the gap between the rich and the poor, it just widens
widening.
each and every
But like
single
you said,
day.
that's everywhere
It's
as well,
everywhere. It's
yeah.
true. It is everywhere.
But I think another thing about Ghana too is we have unfortunately built like an import-driven economy,
that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
which, like we said, is based on the dollar. So, for example, starting a podcast. Nobody's making these mics in Ghana.
Y'all had to order them.
You have
Yeah.
to order everything, bro.
Everything.
Everything you
I'm
see
looking
here.
at the lights.
Everything
bro.
is-
I walked in. I said, "Man, this is the same equipment we would use."
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But then if you're earning money in CDs, which let's say this month, one CD, $1 is worth,
16.
16,
let's say 16. Next month it could be
17.
17. So if you're spending $1,000, like you feel the
Feel
difference. So it's rough, but I think
How often does the money fluctuate? I'm curious. Like that,
it
could it be
doesn't.
monthly?
I don't want to say it fluctuates because it doesn't come down again. It's just
been going
so
up
it
and
doesn't
up and up.
fluctuate. It's like,
So
this.
it can go up, but once it goes up, it's not
It
going to come back down.
rarely
It
comes
rarely
down.
comes back
Rarely
down.
comes back down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
So y'all feel it.
and when it goes up, everything goes up naturally. Fuel, and that's when fuel goes up, every food goes up.
Yeah, because
How much
everything
it costs to do your hair goes up.
Everything goes up.
Everything else goes up. So
Your hair goes up.
everything goes up. Because you'll say that, the transport that we use to ship the ingredients to not ingredients, like the conditioners and stuff is gone up. So we need to factor that in our prices.
Yeah.
Like everything's like a rippling effect.
Wow.
Yeah, everything goes up.
But y'all's income, but the salary.
yeah, that's what stays the same. Yeah,
It stays the same. That's the constant.
No, that's real.
yeah. But
I gotta have y'all on my show to talk about this.
yeah, for
Because
sure.
one thing that I do respect that what you all probably value here that I think we don't really value is that, and again, I've only been here for going on 2 weeks. Y'all work hard over here.
Yeah,
And I'm not going to say we don't work hard because I know my team, they work their behinds off. But when I'm looking at how y'all work over here and how y'all still got a smile on your face,
If you don't smile, you cry. So you have to smile. That's literally what we say. Like, if
you
you
don't
don't smile,
smile,
you
you
cry.
cry.
So you have to smile.
I could respect that. And I'm sitting here checking myself like, I'm over here complaining about different things that they would probably jump all over compared to what I see over here from certain people.
yeah,
And I'm like, okay, Ayo, that really helped me shift my personal mindset. Like, man, when I go home, I'm changing some things in my own personal life because of what I experienced here.
right.
Right. And then to find out your situation, your degree, I'm like, man, there are some smart, bright, hard-working individuals over here that, man, I can't wait to learn more about.
Yeah.
But man,
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a special place. I think we all love Ghana. We love to
Yeah.
live here. But yeah, we just hope it gets better. So
you know what's so funny is I was talking to a Ghana people. They was like, that's so funny. You want to come over here and then we want to go over there.
yeah,
And I'm like, you don't want to go over there?
yeah.
We want to go over there. Trust
Why
us.
though?
It's the grass is always greener. I mean,
Yeah,
everything just seems better from the other side. So
exactly.
I don't know. People always say the dream is to live in Ghana and have a remote job.
So you can earn in
and
dollars.
foreign currencies.
And then that's,
That's the dream for a lot of people. So I think even for some of you guys,
No, that's my dream.
yeah,
But
just live here. And,
America will still be home.
yeah,
That's home. I love where I'm at. I love where God had me born. I think for me, it's the part of Ghana is still family. Africa is still family. And I want to be close to that, right?
right.
But I always say this, the grass is green where you water it. And so it's like Ghana could be that place
But
if you
Ghana,
water
the
it.
water is not really running. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to give a bad rep, but
I'm just saying because we have our issues in America
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
And
100%.
for sure.
we have our issues, and I'm not going to act like it's nowhere near like here. But all of my team would tell you that they're feeling it. You know, we the prices are going up. The prices to get into homes are insane right now. Food, milk is just going crazy. We're in the middle of an election season right now, and we don't care about them fighting each other. Our main concern is when is milk, eggs, bread, gas going to go down to an affordable place, because the average person in America cannot afford what's happening right now, and they're feeling it. And so we're all feeling it.
yeah, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I read that you were homeless at a point,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're able to pick yourself up. I think one thing I can say for Ghanaians is that's something that's it takes a lot for you to be homeless in Ghana. But as against America, where if you just make a mistake, next thing you know, credit score is down, you're homeless.
Yeah.
With Ghana, a lot of our parents have land and properties. So we like poverty is just being at home and not being able to provide for yourself. But you will not be on the streets. Like you would have a place to sleep. So I just want to know how easy it is to get homeless in America and how you were able to pick yourself up. And then we can like give you.
That's so good. So say that one more time for me, because I want to break that down. You said in Ghana it's hard. Family has land, and you may be what'd you say?
You may have a place to sleep, but you wouldn't have anything to eat because
Okay.
like, you don't have money. But
Okay.
with a roof on your head, that's like it's yours.
That's yours.
Nobody can take it from you.
Right.
Unless I'm wrong, unless you're paying rent.
Okay.
I mean,
But generally,
I think there's like a middle class thing.
That's a middle class.
That's the middle class, because
Okay,
there's
okay.
definitely people who don't have places to sleep.
Of course, there are definitely homeless people in Ghana, don't get me wrong. But it's difficult for someone who is middle class to become stuck
Because
homeless.
you know, at the end of the day, you can go to your parents' house or your auntie's house or your grandma. And I think Ghana too, we have this really big community vibe.
Exactly.
Facts.
People still have community homes.
Facts.
Like you go to a house and it's like aunties, uncles, grandma,
Yeah.
all sorts of people living in the same compound. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
agree.
yeah.
I agree with what she's saying.
I think,
yes.
I'll
So-
correct myself. If you hit rock bottom, you would have people, like, nobody is going to watch their family member, like, stay outside on the floor. Like, you would get somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
So the truth of my story is my family didn't know I was homeless. I was too prideful to even tell them that I was sleeping on the streets, right? And so me and my father had got into an argument because I was trying to be too much of a man at that time in my life. And so they honestly thought I was living with my girlfriend at the time. But my girlfriend had another man. And so, yeah. So me and her stopped talking because she went back to her man
Because you were broke.
because I got broke.
Okay.
Right. So when I
the
was
money
hot,
gives
it was
you
all
anything.
on me. Right. But then when I hit rock bottom, they wanted nothing to do with me. So my parents thought I was with her. She had no idea because we weren't talking. All of my friends really won't mess with me because I had just gotten kicked out of school and did some other stuff. So instead of me going back to my mom and my dad and being like, hey, I messed up, I was wrong, my pride is the reason why I was homeless. And so I think in America, I would definitely say it is easy for you to become homeless. But from what y'all are saying, my family would have never allowed that to happen to me. If they would have, my mama would have went crazy. Like my mama would have came and found me in the Walmart parking lot. And she would have brought me home if she knew that. But I was just too prideful to say it because I was trying to prove a point. But within proving a point, I think that was one of the best things that happened to me personally, because it kind of just rooted me and it kind of molded me into the man that I'm becoming today. And that's why we've been able to build such a successful company because of that season of my life. But I wouldn't want that on anybody.
Right.
Because that was bad. I was that dude that I did it 2 times. I wrote on a cart $5 just to get something to eat. And, in America, let's be real, we have a huge racism problem there. And so I remember hearing people, you don't talk to him. Oh, no, he just wants drugs. When seriously, at that time, I just wanted something to eat. Like I wasn't trying to, I've never smoked in my life. I've never had drugs in my life. I just wanted to go to the Jack in Box that was literally right there on the other side of the gas station and get me something to eat. And that's why I have a heart for people when I see that, because I genuinely do believe a lot of those people do just want something to eat. And so it is a little bit easier. But for me and my family, we're very community driven. And we're not going to allow that. You're always going to have a roof over your head, and you're always going to have clothes on your back, and you always have something to eat within my family. But you may not be driving a nice car, though. 'Cause I ain't paying for that.
Real.
So yeah, let's talk about paying for stuff. And we were just talking off camera early how in Ghana we pay for almost everything up front.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just interesting. I think the very first time I found out that Americans can just like go and swap their phones, and then they have payment plans, and you never really finish paying for the phone, but you swap it for a new one. I was just like, must be nice.
Yeah.
You think that's nice?
I mean,
Y'all think that's nice?
It depends on what you're buying, honestly.
yeah, it depends on what you're buying.
So for an
100%.
example, give me an example. What do you think will be great to buy over a period of time?
A house.
Yeah, house.
I'm with you.
or land.
Land.
I'm with you.
But like if it's a phone or a car, from the moment you start using it,
It's already going down
the values-
depreciation.
See,
Yeah.
I like y'all. I like y'all. Seriously, that's the only thing that I teach on my platform
Yeah.
is cool to purchase because it's an asset.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna buy land or if you're gonna buy a car, not a car, land or a home, yeah, go ahead and finance that because it's appreciating in value. That's going towards your net worth. But you're absolutely right. I was wondering because y'all have phones and said y'all bought them over the internet.
Yeah.
So for you all don't take advantage of the pay for it over time
We
part.
don't
There's
have
nothing
that.
like that.
We don't have that.
So you can't do that here.
No.
You have to buy it straight.
You have to bring the full amount.
Full
Is it
amount.
$1,000.
Bring $1,000
Physical.
plus tax.
So I did a study in America. 78% of iPhones are financed, and they never pay them off because they upgrade them every single year.
exactly.
year.
So just like you're just in a
You're
cycle.
recycling.
Yeah,
Cycle,
you're just in a
yeah.
cycle.
And it's debt.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm talking on a phone that I do not own, and I'm paying interest on a phone that I do not own. So not only are they getting your monthly fee, but they're also getting the product fee from you.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you put it like that, then I'm okay to
But
pay
what
for mine
if
upfront.
let's say you're like a content creator and you're actually using the phone to make money?
Right?
Yeah, and
Do
then
you feel like that's
It's not an asset. So
It's
all
still
of
not
my
an asset.
all of my equipment we pay cash for. Every single thing we pay cash for.
yeah.
You know, because it's like my thing is I want assets and I don't want any liabilities. And as much as we saw COVID happen, we saw life just happen with the economy. While our business took a hit, it didn't stop my business from running.
Okay.
And so I haven't had to fire one person because we're 100% debt free. And we move at the speed of cash. And so when I hire people, I already have their salary for the year
All right.
because it's like I think of it in advance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this year I'm working for next year.
Right.
They were already taken care of coming into January because we don't have any debt. A lot of people in America, we overextend. And so it's like we can make, for an example, in US dollars, we can make, let's say, for an example, $2,500 a month. But 80% of the people in America are living at maybe $3,500 a month, $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
So they're living way above their means. So now you stress, you tripping, you don't know what to do because you're not living below your means.
right.
Okay.
Right. And so for me, that's what happens over there, which is why I love what y'all are teaching over here and what y'all believe in here, because you guys are living at your means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You can't live above it.
No, not possible.
And I would rather have that. I'd rather be stressed living at my means than stressed living above my means because that's harder to get out of it. I could, man, I can come over here to Ghana and teach y'all how to really build wealth because it's like you can't overextend yourself.
Yeah. You do what you can.
Oh man, I have fun over here.
Because I feel we do have like loan systems, but the rates are so crazy.
Yeah.
What are the rates, for an
The
example?
last time
Too high.
it's double digits,
I mean,
right? Do you guys
honestly,
like
it depends.
10,
It depends
25?
on
12.5%.
12.5%.
Yeah.
yeah. It depends on what you're buying and
On the
stuff.
phones?
By
Good
default, yeah.
gracious.
It's crazy.
Do people do it?
Yeah. Yeah. And so you have to, for example, you have to give like collateral.
serious
Your
right
collateral
now,
can be
bro?
your house,
House or your
car.
I mean, I'm cool with a house because
Yeah.
I mean the value's gonna go up.
yeah.
12.5 on a
No,
car.
like the collateral is the house.
So if you can't
default
pay,
if you can't pay, they're
They're
taking
coming
your
your
house.
house. Yeah, taking your house away from you.
So you go to your mother's house.
Yes, like we said.
like we said.
You won't be homeless.
You leaving your house,
yeah.
Yeah.
and going to your mama house
Because now
Yeah.
the bank owns
The
your
because you
house.
couldn't pay back the 12.5%.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like if you're taking a loan,
You have to be
you have to
sure, 100%
think
sure that.
and
But,
honestly,
but if you're taking a loan, how are you sure you're gonna be able to pay it back if you need the money?
yeah, that's
Exactly.
the thing. That's
So
the paradox.
A lot of us just act like it doesn't exist. There's not
Yeah.
like a loan is a no-brainer.
That's
It's not
like
possible.
the last resort for many people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone's taking a loan,
So
to
we call that in America a secure loan. That's what we call that in America. And a secure loan is you put up an asset, car, house, anything that you outright own, and you put that up as collateral.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's just crazy because now your asset just became a liability.
Exactly.
Yeah. And even the 12.5, it depends on some banks have higher
It depends on a
rates.
lot of
It depends on
things.
so
how
much.
how
like,
many years you are paying. Like
yeah,
all I know is that
price.
it's usually a double digit.
Yeah.
It's hardly a single digit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
At
like
least in
credit
recent
cards.
times, yeah.
Credit cards for us is up in the 22 to 28, it's sometimes 30%. And I cringe when I hear people doing that. I'm like, man. But in America, honestly, and I hate to say it like this, and again, I love where I live, my home, but they reward us for debt. They reward us to borrow money. They give us points. They give us perks to put it and finance it. And only 2% of American people honestly pay it off, because the rule is simple. If you put it on the card today, just have it paid off by the end of the month. You don't pay any interest, but you do get a lot of points. Well, a lot of people go for that, but then only 2% can honestly do that. So then now we're paying back 30% on the iPhone.
Yeah.
You know, we're paying 30% back on a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
No disrespect, ladies, but they're paying 30% back on the beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like,
Wait, so people like take care and pay for it?
yeah,
Little by
Yeah,
little?
everything, bro.
Wow.
yeah, everything. They finance every single thing in America. And I don't, though. I mean, I like cash, man. I like to wake up and
Best way.
own what I have.
So basically, you preach a mindset of live within your means.
I teach a mindset to live below your means. And the reason why I say that is because, let's say, for an example, you make $5,000 a month and then you only have living expenses of $2,000 a month. Well, in between, that's $3,000. So my method is, how are we using that margin to build wealth, right? And that's what I teach is, how do we take that and how do we invest that into land? How do we invest that into a business? How do we invest that into a podcast? How do we invest that into the stock market? How do we invest that into legacy? Oh yeah, I like that. And so that's my philosophy is, I want us to have that freedom. And I really want to see husband and wives, especially within our community, the Black community. I'm tired of seeing the struggle. I want to see us just really, 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 really winning. When I look at my team, you know, I have a young team that works for me, and all of them are practicing what I preach, and they're creating margin, because they understand, hey, I want a different kind of life for my kids, you know? And so I want that margin.
Okay.
I want us to touch on like relationships and relationships. I think I do watch your podcast and some of the snippets online, and I agree with some of the stuff you say. And
You said some. So that means you disagree with some things.
oh, I mean, so yeah, we're getting there. I feel like there's a lot of differences, like how people think outside and how we think outside.
Cool.
So I wanted us to just give you like a scenario,
Okay.
and then you just give us advice, and then we see if it like falls in line with the generic thinking of like an average Ghanaian. If that
Average
makes
Ghanaian.
sense.
Okay.
Oh, American, right?
What do you mean? Wait.
So, Zuu, can you give the
I'll
scenario?
give you the scenario and just let us know what you think. So
Don't set me up.
no, don't worry. So there's another podcast, and they had this conversation where they're talking about gender roles in
American or Ghanaian?
no, Ghanaian.
Okay,
Gender
okay.
roles within their specific relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were speaking about themselves.
Okay.
So one of the hosts said she can go visit her boyfriend, so they don't live together.
Okay.
So she goes to visit him sometimes, and if she's tired, and she'll sleep till like
10 a.m.
10 a.m., 11 a.m. And like he'll wake up and he's cleaning the house. And so they put that obviously online, the podcast online, and people lost it. They're like, how can you be sleeping and your
husband
or your boyfriend is cleaning and you are asleep? Like, what's wrong with you? Da, da, da. So like that was the
dope.
whole thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's essentially the story. So what do you think in a
About-
situation like that? Like, do you think it's wrong or right for a woman to be asleep?
Yeah, that's the question.
And
yeah,
then-
and then
and I'm
the man
cleaning?
is like
And yeah, the
cleaning.
man is doing like domestic work, like cleaning, cooking. I want to see what you think. And after that, we'll let you know what we think.
Yeah.
Is it wrong
Yeah.
for a man to be cleaning up his house? Is his house?
His house, where he lives.
Yeah. You're killing
For,
me.
this was a whole big thing
It
here.
was a thing, bro. It was a whole thing. Yeah. Shout out to
Rants and Bands.
Somebody, bring me on the show next. Let's talk about it. Nah, man. I mean, listen, man. When I'm in a relationship, that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want her to stay to sleep, because when she come to my place, I think men, right? We are called to lead, provide, and protect, right? And so I want her to be able to be in my presence and rest. So not only am I cleaning, well, I don't know why I'm cleaning while she sleep, because the house ought to be clean before she got to the house.
No, so another thing she said, she made the mess and then fell asleep.
I mean, that's cool. I'm gonna clean up. And when she wake up, I'm gonna have breakfast made for her too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think it's in relationships. What I've learned is, men have to have a soft side, and I think we always shouldn't have to be this strong, powerful one, because I think that is strength of a man to clean up. It is strength of a man to cook her breakfast. It is strength to love on his wife. You know, I'm Christian. And so when I think of my practice, Jesus, he loved me so much that he washed people's feet. So if I can't clean up behind my woman, if I can't cook her dinner, then I can't love her the way Christ loved me. And so, what he did was honestly 100% perfect. I would do it. And do I believe that there should be roles? Here's the roles that I believe that men should have and women should have. Whatever works for the home. That's it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
100%.
We good?
You basically said like what we think. So when it happened, I was so like, bro, people were upset. I'm like, bro, me, if I'm in love, if I have a girl I'm in love with her, like if like I'll mop the floor before she steps if I have to.
Oh, you going that far?
Bro.
But wait. Let me just backtrack. Wait, let me just
My man
backtrack.
said he
Take
mopping
care
the
of you,
floor.
bro. Like,
Hold
I
up.
was like, what's up? Like, I don't understand how it's my house where I live, and I wake up and it's messy, and I'm like, nah, why is she asleep? She should come and clean.
Yeah, so let me just give the perspective of like a Ghanaian woman.
Okay.
I understand where Zuu is coming from, and I think the way me and Zuu think is a little bit different because of exposure and then the
Okay.
kind of things we've seen.
Okay.
For me, even in my house, I still live with my parents. I'm not married yet. Like
Okay.
my mom would make sure that I clean with her.
Okay.
And I learn how to clean.
Facts.
And I'm thinking about getting married. And one of the advices she gave me was like, you always have to make sure that the house is clean. You
Yeah.
have to take care of your man, yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
So in the Ghanaian community, women are supposed to take care of the home generally. So nobody should come for me. Generally, that is the general understanding. That they will even say like, it's a woman's place is in the kitchen. Like people make those kind of comments sometimes.
Right.
It's only recently that the mindset is changing. Right. So even for me, when I saw what Gisela said on the podcast, I agreed with her, but I felt like it's necessary for you to be able to know how to do it, but you don't always have to do it all the time. And I think that's where some people's mindset is like, I don't have a problem cleaning after my man and vice versa.
Yeah.
But I would be okay if I don't know how to clean and then my man is worried about that as well. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like I also need to know how to do it as to whether I'm doing it now based on whether I'm tired or not, or what is happening in the house is a completely different conversation altogether. But then just saying that I wouldn't do it at all, I don't want to learn how to do it, that I don't agree with. I think everybody needs to know how to clean up after themselves and clean up after each other. So that I don't agree with. That's one thing. But then generally in Ghana, people feel like it's a woman's place to clean up after a man. And that's why people were upset with her, because for them, they don't care whether she made a mess, he made a mess. It's his house, it's her house. Once you are there, you need to wake up early and clean after a man, because that is what they have been educated to think is correct.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So like that is where the mindset is, and that's why everybody was upset about everything.
I mean, I would be concerned if my woman didn't know how to clean up
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
I would be very concerned about that. I'm not as concerned if she doesn't know how to cook, because I love to cook and I know how to cook. And we can always do something else on my side of things. But yeah, if she don't know how to clean, I will be concerned. But if she waking up in my house, it's my house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to make sure that my house is taken care of.
Yeah.
And even if I get married, yes, do I want the woman to really make sure our house feels like a home? Absolutely. But I also got to play a role in that.
100%. I think that's what people are missing. Like some of the guys are just bashing and they are not thinking about the fact that in order for a woman, like you said, like our relationship is supposed to be like Christ, and then Christ loved the church and laid his life down for the church. Like if you are not a good husband to your wife, it's also difficult for her to submit to you. So I think there's that balance that should be there. I'm loving you, you're submitting, I'm loving you more. And then it's just like a give and take in a very beautiful relationship. But most of them are just thinking about the fact that I'm the man, and I've been brought up to understand that like a woman is supposed to take care of a man. So that is your business, and don't worry about me.
No.
That's where the problem was.
I think it's both of our jobs to take care of each other. And I think it's honestly the men's job to take care of the woman a little bit more than it is for the woman's job to take care of us. That's just my personal belief.
And I agree with it.
I agree.
Oh, you agree with it?
Yeah, I agree.
No, I'm serious,
I
man. I
agree.
mean, I just think we as a man, sometimes we think because we're the men, because we go out here and we do all this work, that women should just, nah, man. I'm learning that everybody was fearfully and wonderfully made, and every gift and talent that is inside of that woman was made to partner with me. And so I'm going to lead, but she's leading with me. She's not behind me. And if she's sick, man, listen, I'm a cook, clean. I'm gonna take care of the kids, because when I'm down, I need her to be able to step up, and I don't want her too tired to not do that. But that's just maturity. That's that's just coming over time.
Yeah, I mean, relationships are give and take. Like sometimes you give more than you take. Sometimes you take more than you give, and that's the balance. So, to Gisela or whoever, please just basically, like he said, do what works for you.
Yeah, do what works for you.
Don't listen to what people are saying, man. Just do what works for you. So
Yeah, man, because they ain't gonna pay your bills.
exactly.
Actually.
so, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about that, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're kind of wrapping up soon, but I just wanted us to also talk about your faith.
Yeah.
For Ghana, we have a lot of people who are Christian. We have Muslims. We have traditionalists as well. But I think the Christian group is pretty much like
I think it's like 70%.
a good 70%.
Yeah.
So
Love
it's very easy to be Christian in Ghana. Like it's not that much of a big deal. But then for you actively talk about like your faith on your podcast. And I know like in America, it's not everybody who is Christian. We have a lot of people who are free-minded, open-minded, and they don't really subscribe to religion. So on your end, how do you take like a negative feedback? Is it difficult being Christian in America? Like, does it sometimes seem strange to other people? Like, how are you navigating being like a Christian in the United States of America?
I don't really care.
That's
That's just me being real. I respect everyone. I don't attack another religion. I respect other religions. But in my personal walk, man, Christianity is the only way. I don't subscribe to no other gods. I don't honor any other god but my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But at the same time, though, we have a small portion of people who are atheists, Muslims, who do not believe in it. But here's what I've learned. Because I'm just so cool with my approach and I don't force Jesus into the conversation, I just naturally bring it in. I've been able to use my platform to bring more people to Christ because I'm talking about money, right? And so I'm bold with who I am. I bold on who I believe because God knows I should be dead. God knows I should have so many kids right now. But by the grace of, I'm just being real, but by his grace, he done kept me. And I can't do nothing but honor him. And so if people have a problem with it, I'm quick to say, hey, listen, you don't have to subscribe, because I'm not going to not talk about him because I'm scared to offend you. Nah, man. But I have Muslim brothers who are good friends. We just had an atheist on the show who's an atheist, and she practices same-sex marriage. And man, we had a great conversation, right? Because I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to say you can't come on. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. But nah, we don't. And they're in America. I would say the majority subscribe to Christianity too. I don't know those numbers, so I don't want to get the numbers, but I don't meet too many people who do not subscribe to Christianity. But the number two will be that Muslim things. And I've actually learned a lot from Muslims, to be honest. I've learned a lot.
Same.
I love them.
Very principled people. So
Super.
there's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
100%.
Super, man.
Okay. So, I mean, you've been in Ghana for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, a conversation like this, I think is awesome because we are kind of bridging the gap between the two communities.
Yeah.
But just like based on your perspective, what would you say we need to do moving forward to sort of bridge the relationship even further and then kind of demystify certain perceptions that aren't true based on your experience like in the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, man, I said something on my podcast, I want to say like 2 years ago. And it went super viral over here.
I know.
Yeah.
You brought it up.
And I said that knowing that you all do not live physically in trees and in the woods. I know that. But what is portrayed to us in America is completely opposite of what I knew.
Wait, sorry. So for the people who don't know what you said, do you want to?
Yeah, so I said that I want to, when I have kids, I want to expose my kids to the land where Jesus Christ walked in Israel. Then I said I want to expose them to Dubai. I want to expose my kids. And then I said I want to bring them to Africa and show them how blessed we are, and show them how they don't have to live in the trees and in the woods. And that was harsh.
Yeah.
And when I played it back, I think all of my team, because I have a lot. I mean, my show producer, Michelle, she's on me about every little thing that even went over her head simply because they know my heart and my posture, right? So I knew y'all were not climbing up no trees. I want to find the young lady who made me super viral over here. I want to just hug her and just talk to her, because how she played me on that video, I couldn't do nothing but honor her. I was like, no, I deserve that. That was hilarious because I said it right. But when I said it, I was like, no, literally what I was saying is, y'all are over here, you all are creative and smart and just very wise with how you do things. So you all could build a house, literally cutting down trees that we don't do that within my space, right? And so when I saw that, I said, man, wait a minute. So that was 2 years ago when I said that. It just went viral all of a sudden earlier this year. And I called my boy Jay and I said, Jay, we was going to go to Egypt. And I said, while Egypt is in Africa, I need to go somewhere that's Africa. And so I told him I want to go to Ghana. And he's taken close to 3,000 people from America to Ghana. And I think for us to bridge that gap, I want to have y'all on my show. Because I think what we got to do is expose what TV is not exposing, what our school systems are not exposing. Because what's taught to us inside of middle school and high school, he took us to one of my favorite restaurants, a Japanese spot. And I was like, wait, we in Africa?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, what's going on here? We went to another spot. This is in Africa? Right. But all we see in Africa are children who are not eating, homes that are not homes that we're used to seeing in America. And so when I owned that statement, I owned it because my intent was not there. But one thing I've learned is your intent is not the most important. The impact is. And it impacted my brothers and sisters in a tremendous way that I just didn't like. And I said, you know what? I want to get over here. And I literally paid for half of my team to come with me because I wanted to expose them too. And I've made a commitment to bring 2 groups back yearly, just so we can expose that, right? And so I think for us, it's really about us just getting over here and seeing for ourselves and seeing it, because there are certain parts of Ghana that I would definitely say they don't need help, but they need assistance on building. And then there's parts of Ghana that's like, this is Hollywood. And I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, what's up? I mean, the ladies are beautiful here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, like, what's going on over here? This is not what we seeing in America. I'm coming back in December. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that we, especially people like myself who have this huge influence, because also what I noticed when I said that, I saw African Americans defending me. And then I saw my brothers in Africa who live here coming at me. And I didn't like seeing us argue over a statement that I just honestly should have stated a lot better. And it was harsh. And so we got to do better at really coming to learn. And it's my part to really expose this more with my platform. And I'm going to do that.
So do you think the roots, because I've had this conversation before, I think the roots of the problem is the media.
Absolutely.
Because they control what is seen from Africa, and also what is seen from the States.
Facts.
So they tend to show, I think it's part of the whole American propaganda, they tend to show the best parts of the States to us. And I think that's one of the reasons why everybody wants to go there.
Exactly.
And then you guys often see the West. It's like the kids with the flies on their face. And
Facts,
you know,
facts.
So I think the media has a big responsibility and are responsible for a lot of how people see both sides on either side.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So would you say that is the root of the problem? And
Facts.
you have to like kind of, or have had to learn to educate yourself and understand how it really works.
No, facts. Let me ask you this question. Do y'all fight racism here in Ghana?
No, not really.
All right, cool, great. I have fought racism in America. I have fought it to where I could not get into certain rooms because of the color of my skin. But they will not show you that on TV.
Yeah.
So when I hear you all say y'all want to come over there, here's what I think. How do we all just learn from each other and make our homes even better? Because when y'all come over there, you're going to experience some of the things that you've never experienced over here that you're going to be like, what in the world? And then I'm pretty sure when I come over here for a year, I'm experiencing some things I never experienced over there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be like, what in the world?
Yeah.
So I think the middle ground is, how do I keep in contact with you all? And how do I help you all grow, get to what you all want? Because the truth of the fact is, I can help y'all make a whole lot of money, right? But then if y'all making a whole lot of money, y'all probably going to want to take that money and live over here. Because that money over there in America is not going to stretch as far as it will over here in Ghana.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think for us is, what's that middle ground on how can we learn from each other? And then let's show the media wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm a part of that media. Right.
Yeah.
And so I have to do better as well as just exposing and talking more about this. And I'm going to do that for sure. You know, but media is like that, man. We're seeing it right now, especially in the election season.
Yeah.
You know, we just seeing some interesting stuff.
Okay.
All right. So I think this has been interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do like some fun random questions about just
Fun random questions.
Ghana and things.
Okay.
Zuu, you're good at that, like rapid fire stuff like that. And then I guess we can wrap it up.
Couple questions.
Yeah, okay. Pulling out the
Yeah,
evidence.
you know, we come prepared. Let's stay by plan. We stay.
By what
Plan.
do you think stay by plan means?
Stay by plan.
Azu is looking for his questions.
That's good. So when I think of the podcast name, I'm like, okay, do you stay by the plan that you have for life, or stay by the system, the strategy of what you want? You know, but you know, I think we all should have a plan, and you got to stick to that plan.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, literally.
Essentially,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's, most people can't even answer that question, so that's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's a really
good.
good answer.
Yeah.
that's
So we
good.
just like have conversations with people, figure out how they are staying by plan, how are they sticking to whatever plan they have for themselves, how
Love
are they
it.
being able to manage based on whatever is around them in the system, stuff like that.
I love it. Now I've heard nothing but huge things about this podcast, so
Oh,
I'm
wow.
excited.
I love it. Love it.
Thank you.
So, your ultimate dinner guests, let's say 5 people, round table, dead or alive.
5 people,
Yeah,
Dead or alive.
dead or alive.
yeah.
I want to holler at Peter because he stepped out the boat. I just want to know, like, what, you okay? Dead or alive. So Peter, dead or alive. My grandfather. I never met my grandfather, and he was like the backbone of our family, from what I was told, and I never met him.
Grandfather on your
My
mom's
dad's side.
That side, okay.
Yeah, he died young. My grandfather and grandmother had 17 children.
Oh wow.
Never cheated on her, never stepped out. And this was back in slavery. I won't say slavery. Yeah, slavery times. And like my father, out of all of his siblings, was the first one to go to a school that was mixed. And so I would love to just have a conversation with my grandpa to talk about that. Because from his line, that's how we're connected back here to Ghana. So that's number 2. Number 3, these are hard. There's so many. You said dead though, right?
Or
Or
alive.
alive.
Or alive. Oh, LeBron James. I would love to have a conversation with LeBron, not because of his basketball skills, but because I love how he was able to build $1 billion situation, but he took all of his friends with him,
Yeah.
all of his family with him, and hasn't had one scandal at all.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very big on integrity and character. Not saying the man is perfect, but the world, we haven't seen him cheat on his wife. We don't got no extra babies out there. And all of his friends are multimillionaires because of him.
Yeah.
And I want to do that for my team, my friends, make them wealthy, because if you're connected with me and you broke, that means I'm not doing something right.
Real.
Number 4 would be, man, I don't know. I'm so picky right now because I've met a lot of people. So I'm like, I don't know.
Should we throw some names out there?
Who?
What about Obama?
Met him.
Yeah.
Dope.
Nice. What about I feel like maybe someone who went through a lot of struggle.
I got it.
Who's that?
Nah, I don't want to go viral again. You know, I'm gonna say it. I would want to talk to Diddy right now.
Okay.
Just to see like what's going through your head right now, my guy.
And what was going through your head at that time when you did those things?
I don't know. Listen, these are all alleged. But I would really want to know, like, bruh,
Why?
you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you lied about Sierra, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, what were you thinking? Like, I would really want to have that conversation to understand his mental, right? But then you know who else I want to talk to in the same room as Diddy? R. Kelly. Now, y'all are laughing, but here's why.
Yeah, tell me
Because
why,
you
tell me why.
built something so amazing and
everything
you
is just-
blew it over women? Like, how do you build something that strong and you allow something that, I'm not going to say ladies are small, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but just you allow that to destroy a dynasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
R. Kelly was the best when it came to R&B.
Yeah.
Diddy wasn't all that now, but he built something amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, and so watching this stuff has really made me be like, yo, bro, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you can build so quick and drop in 1 minute.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, yeah, I had them two in the room. Cameras off. Just talk to me. Help. I ain't gonna be by myself though. I need witnesses. I need witnesses in the room, my guy.
Yeah.
Hey, did you go to? I ain't go to no party. We had a conversation. My mom was with me. My daddy was with me. Jesus was with me. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to know because I'm like, wow, man, we're seeing just so many people build amazing things and losing it. I mean, y'all, we didn't see this coming last year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't wish this on nobody.
You saw it coming.
I feel like the Diddy and I feel like there were always rumors about Diddy and R. Kelly. So it's like
It was always rumors, but you
Yeah.
ain't know it was gonna be like this.
Yeah. It's
True.
like
That man's in jail.
I saw the videos of the police raiding his house. and
That's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying,
That's
bro.
crazy. Yeah.
Like you built, like I just can't imagine building what I've built now and I
Yeah.
lose it in 24 hours.
That's crazy. And I think one of the sad parts is the mistakes that they made are like forever lashed onto the rest of their families, their friends. Like right now, people like Jay-Z.
Did you
people
know?
are-
Did
people
you
are looking
know?
at them with sideways. Like,
Did you know?
But think about it though. It goes down to the kids. Kids
Yeah.
had to turn into passports, bro.
Yeah.
So like my decisions impact my children.
Yeah.
And that will impact them forever. Let's just say something miraculous happens and he is found not guilty. He's found not guilty in the court, but in a court of public opinion,
Yeah.
He did it.
him and his family are
Done. Yeah.
their brands are just
Yeah.
and I hate that because now the kids got to live with that.
Yeah.
And I never want that to be, I never want to be that selfish that it impacts my wife's, my kids, my mother. And like, nah, I don't want that, man. And it's like, and I gotta say allegedly because we don't know everything that's true because I don't believe half of the stuff that's out there, but I do believe that a lot of the stuff is real. And I just want to know, bro, like how?
I mean, I believe the baby oil because
Oh my God.
Next question.
Next question.
Baby oil. Wait a minute.
It's too specific. Like you can't. Like why would you lie about 1,000 bottles? Like how would you even think about that? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't know.
It's too specific to be a lie. So I believe that one.
I have
don't
no
know about
idea.
I don't know about the rest of the stuff.
Yes.
So, Anthony,
Yes.
what should we expect from you in the coming year? Like, what are your plans
Yeah.
with respect to your podcast?
Yeah.
Do you have any books that you're writing?
Yeah.
Is there anything special?
Man, special. I have a new book coming out in January that I really want y'all to get. It's called Take Your Seat at the Table, where I'm teaching people how to live an authentic life with more financial freedom, abundance, and wellness. Really teaching how I've been able to build, because I come from a strong middle class home and, you know, parents just served in the military. And so I don't come from wealth. I don't come from rich, but I've been able to build something of substantial. So I'm teaching the non-money stuff that impacts everything about money. So this book is going to be definitely a life transformational book. We've already sold close to like 6,000-7,000 copies.
Nice.
And so I believe that it'll be another bestseller, and I really want y'all to get it. And if y'all come to America, let me know. I can show you where the grass is green and where the grass is brown.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
For sure,
Yeah,
man.
Thank you.
No, I
And
thank y'all.
There's two things we like to do when we finish
Okay.
conversations on Stay by Plan. Please tell us, what song have you been feeling recently that you'd like people to check out?
A song that I've been feeling lately.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be my boy Chandler Moore, who is a gospel artist. And I forgot. It's like, oh, man.
You can sing it if you want.
You want me to sing?
Why not?
Man, listen, I don't want my DMs to blow up right now, so I'm not going to sing because the ladies will be coming for me in the DM. No, I'm just playing. But Chandler Moore's latest album, I have that on repeat.
Okay.
That's just my song right now, man.
Okay.
And the second question is, who would you like us to speak to next on our podcast?
Yo, y'all should speak it to my boy Jay, who comes over here actually like 10 times a year, because he's really being a true anchor of getting Americans to Ghana. And he can really speak to both and really bring clarity in spaces that I can't, that I think will be such an impact, because he's helping Americans make a lot of money, but he's also making a huge impact here in Ghana. So only reason why I'm here and had such a great experience because of what him and his company is doing, which I think it'll be such a dope conversation. I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Sure.
When y'all gonna get on my show?
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it.
Nice.
Let's do it.
All right. Awesome. So, I mean, this has been amazing. We're so grateful you came through.
No, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it was meant to be. God planned.
Yeah.
And yeah, I learned a lot. I
man.
did. Thank you
Me
so
too.
much. So I'm sure you had fun. We had fun.
I do.
And yeah, everybody who is watching, make sure you follow Anthony O'Neill on all his social media platforms. We'll put it in the description box below. And everybody who follows Anthony and sees us now, please follow Stay by Plan,
Yeah.
the best podcast in the...
Ghana.
Thank you guys so much.
Yo.
All right.
What time is it, y'all? Peace.
Stay by plan, across, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan.